So, I was supposed to be vlogging, checking in every day about my residency. I put that in quotations because I feel like the term residency is very confusing because it doesn't mean, in my program, it doesn't mean what it typically means in like educational or grad school settings. Basically, my school is online primarily, and we have residency track 1 and residency track 2, which is basically 2 times throughout our entire course history where we travel to a pre-selected location and we meet in person with a small cohort of our classmates and with our professor, and we practice our counseling skills in person, just to kind of give us some kind of in-person exposure and in-person feedback and criticism in real time, to kind of prep us for the eventual practicum and internships that we will be headed off to very, very soon. So today was the end of day 3, and I feel good about it. Like I was saying, today was the end of day 3. Day 1, we actually didn't have to do like any actual role playing. We kind of just spent like the 2 hours that we were together that first half day, just kind of like getting to know one another. There's 12 people in my like class or cohort, but all together there's like I think 6 or 7 classes or cohorts that are here. So 12 times whatever that is, I guess, but it's probably like 70 of us here, I guess. Student wise, not counting faculty and staff. So in mine there's 12 of us. Our first day was Wednesday. We had class for 2 hours. There wasn't much we could really do. Thursday was our first full day. We started at 8 a.m. and class ends at 5 p.m. That doesn't include 2 15-minute breaks, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then one hour break at 12 noon for lunch. So day 2 was our first full day, which was yesterday, when we finally like got into smaller groups within our groups and did some role playing where, for instance, I would be a counselor and then someone else would be a client, and I would have to go through the therapeutic process with them, go through the session with them, and practice my counseling skills in real time. And then we would kind of like flip back and forth like that. At certain times, the professors would tell us to focus on certain things like reframing or goal setting or something like that. So that's what we did. I was very nervous yesterday for the role play aspect, but after having gotten to know my classmates the day before and kind of like had that way to ease into it, I didn't feel as nervous as I probably would have been otherwise. Also, on my very first round, I got amazing feedback from my peers that were in my small group before that really made me feel good about it. I will say, which I'll talk about this a little bit later, but after getting the amazing feedback that I was doing much better than I thought I was doing, I kind of feel like I got too in my head and kind of performed poorly in some of the activities following that first one. I think it was kind of like, I got this great feedback, so now what do I do? And I kind of just like got in my own way a little bit, and I was able to recognize that both yesterday and today. By the end of the day today, which was day 3, I was able to kind of pull it back around. Of course, it depended who I was working with. Some people obviously had different like false clients that they were, or like fake clients that they were presenting with, and some people just like given like who the person was I was working with, my comfort level with that person, with them role playing as a client, or like how their like I guess like client acting skills were, for lack of a better word, would kind of determine my confidence in myself and my counseling skills. Yeah, that's something that's only going to get better with time. You're going to be exposed to all kinds of people and scenarios and clients and presenting problems and diagnoses and things like that. It's important to kind of be equipped for anything. And with that being said, I feel good. I'll talk about like the accommodations in the hotel and like that more like physical and like geographical aspect of it later at the end of this video, I guess. Like I said, I'm late getting started with this video. I was supposed to be recording each day, but this is my first time getting on camera and talking about it. It is in Atlanta. I don't think I've said that yet. It's in Atlanta. I flew in Wednesday. I got to the hotel probably about an hour before our 2-hour class started. And then yesterday and today we had our 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. days. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, is another 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. day. And then Sunday we go from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. And then I go straight to the airport and head back home. So I will check in a bit more tomorrow and Sunday to kind of compensate for what I didn't say the first 2 days. It is almost 10 p.m. right now, which is why I'm kind of being quiet because I don't know how people within these walls really are. And I am going to get ready for bed soon. Completely unrelated to this, I did get to see one of my old high school friends. She lives in Atlanta, so I just went out to dinner with her and got back a little bit ago, which is why I have on makeup. Otherwise, I would not be putting on makeup every day for this. So whenever I do have on makeup, I do try to take advantage and get on camera, so you guys aren't always seeing me look so crazy. But yeah, that's where we are right now. I'll give more details when I can kind of talk more freely and openly. But yeah, I'm signing out for day 3. Okay, so I am on my lunch break from Saturday. Today's Saturday, we started class. I went to breakfast at like 7:30. They provide us with breakfast from 7:15 to 8 a.m. You kind of just like go and grab and go. Class started at 8 a.m. We had a break from 10 a.m. to 10:15, and then we have lunch break from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So that's why I'm in my room right now. I've been coming back to my room every day for lunch just so I can kind of like decompress by myself. I mean, I'm surrounded by people the whole time, talking to people the whole time. So I usually have been, well, every day I've been spending my lunch break in my room to just like have a break from like being constantly overexposed to people and like having to have conversation 24/7. I'm not gonna lie, today I was very, very annoyed in my class or like my group session, whatever. It's a little bit complicated to explain. I don't want to like over explain things, but basically we have a few assignments that we're gonna have due over the next couple of weeks. One of them is us having to lead a like group facilitation in our like weekly class meetings, which will be held via Zoom. And I was assigned a partner that we have to facilitate like a 45-minute discussion with our group on Zoom in a couple weeks. And there were 6 topics to choose from, but there were, I guess, 6 groups. So each group was in theory supposed to choose a different topic. 2 groups had already chosen the same topic, so that left the 5 other topics to be chosen by the 4 other groups. And then my partner wanted to choose a topic that someone else had already chosen. So essentially 3 groups had selected before us. First 2 groups chose the same topic. Third group chose a different topic, and then we would have been the 4th group, and she wanted to choose the same topic as group 3. And I was like, that's dumb. We should choose, there's all these topics left over for us to choose from. We should choose a different one, because I mean, our professors were willing to let us get away with choosing with 2 groups doing the same topic, but like now you have 2 separate groups doing 2 of the same 2 topics. Whatever. Logistics. But my partner was just like being first she was like, oh, I don't care what topic we do, and I was like, okay, well, let's pick something else. But then she kept coming back to, oh, well, we can just do this one. And I was like, if you don't care which topic we do, why don't we just pick another one that someone else isn't doing, so we don't look like we're copping out and like taking the easy way out. This might sound all very stupid and trivial to you guys. It really is. I think just like this compounded with being here for the past couple of days and all these different personalities and styles or whatever. So that was one thing that annoyed me. And then I was assigned a role-playing partner for like practicing today, and my role-playing partner was basically doing it wrong. Like, as a counselor, he wasn't really following the instructions or the assignment, and I tried to like nicely critique him and correct him and get feedback, and then he continued to just be like very repetitive. You guys aren't going to understand any of this because it's not going to really be in context, but basically we had to work together for like really like an hour and a half, and it was just so repetitive, like going over the same, basically like almost a script. It was just like going over the same script over and over again, which there are no scripts. It's supposed to be like in real time, off the wind, but he just wanted so badly to do things his way. So that was very annoying. By that point, I knew that it was probably becoming, I mean, I had a mask on, we all have masks on. So I was trying to not be so visibly annoyed and upset and frustrated. So I went to the bathroom just to like walk away, really. And then came back, and I was just like so ready to be done. Anyway, like I said, none of this means anything to you guys because it's not really gonna make sense. But today's the last full day. Tomorrow is Sunday. We have class from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and then we all go home or wherever. So yeah, me and a girl that I met the first night here may venture out to get dinner tonight, like out in the actual city. I don't know if I told you guys yesterday, but I went out with my friend from high school. We had a really good time. The food was amazing, but the company was equally as amazing. So this is my last night in Atlanta, so I actually would like to go out to eat. Even though my social meter is kind of low, I want to embrace the experience and maybe go out to dinner with this girl. There's 2 residencies. This is the second one. The first one, I didn't get the luxury of doing it in person. Mine was virtual, so like everyone else is probably like had double the chance to like meet friends from across the country and network and just kind of like have someone that you can relate to that understands what you're going through during this program. But I only got to do it this one time in person, so I'm really trying to, in these last, I guess, 24 hours or so, kind of like take advantage of the time we still have here being in person together. So I'm going to try to push myself socially to embrace that this evening and what's left of tomorrow. Hi guys, I am checking in. This is literally a month after the footage that you are about to watch or just did watch. I'm checking in. It is it's a March 14th. I never really like wrapped up my thoughts from that video, so I wanted to check in. This will either be the outro or the intro to this video. I actually, right before recording this to go ahead and edit this video a month later, I went back and watched my video that I posted on January 31st, which was me talking about my struggle with grad school, not being motivated, perfectionist problems, all that kind of stuff. I will say that the residency that I went to in Atlanta helped a lot with that. It obviously didn't cure any of that, but it just made me feel validated and seen by other people that are in the same program as me, that are going through the same exact, not same exact, but same as like same-ish issues. Because my program is so heavily online, I think I talked about this in another clip, but because it's so heavily online, there isn't really much of a sense of community. You'll have to like go out of your way to cultivate it, which I'll be honest, I wasn't doing and prioritizing at all. So now that I have gone to residency, come back from residency, we have our weekly online meetings and stuff like that, where we just get to check in and chat and talk about all kinds of stuff, talk about self-care, talk about our fears, our worries, talk about what's going well for us, talk about everyone that's been getting their internships lined up and stuff like that. It's helped a lot. Everything is not cured or perfect, like I said before, but it made me feel like I wasn't alone. It made me feel like, okay, like there are some things that I know. Like I was able to get some amazing feedback on my skills and be told that I do have really amazing skills, verbally and non-verbally, and to get some of that practice out, get some of that anxiety out, and also just kind of have a sense of community and know that I have people that I can relate to for years to come. We're going to stay in touch with each other. and just be able to kind of grow with others that have been through an experience that is very unique. You know, studying for a counseling program that's very person-centered and person-focused and all about relationships and communication and being present, but you're doing it all online virtually. It's just like so counterintuitive, it seems like. So to be with people and to now be like lifelong connected to people that have been experiencing this as well has helped me a lot, and I will make another video about that, but I just wanted to plug that in here to kind of wrap up my thoughts from my prior video and this video as well.